All right, good morning, girls. Welcome back to Math State Test Prep Bootcamp Day 2. Before we jump into today's work, we're actually going to start by thinking about what we did yesterday. And yesterday, we focused on our strategic math plan. We gave it a fancy name, APIC. A representing annotate the question. I was for identify the concept. P was for picking a strategy or model. I was for including the units. And last but not least, C was for checking to see if we actually answered the question. Okay, yesterday we focused on multiple choice. And today we're actually going to move to free response. So let's look at our aims really quickly. The first aim is to identify the characteristics of a strong free response answer. That means what makes a free response answer really strong. Secondly, we're going to utilize the strategic math plan from yesterday. And last but not least, you're actually going to have a chance to solve free response questions for maximum points. So when you get the time to work on yourself, your goal is to get as many points as you possibly can. And you may be asking yourself, well, how do I know how many points I would earn? So let's actually look at the rubric. When a grader goes to grade your work or any other student in New York, they would use a rubric. And in the rubric, it would have key things that it's looking for. So in this rubric, we have 6 things that we're looking for. And for each thing, you would earn 1 point, for a total of 6 points. So a grader would be looking for a student to use the correct concept, a student to have a really clear strategy in their work, a student to perform calculations correctly, answer the question that was asked, use proper units, and place your answer in the correct spot. If all of those things are done, boom, you earn your full 6 points. I know we hate losing points for missing certain things, so let's actually look at a problem and let's actually see how many points this problem would earn. All right, ladies, our very first example for today, I'm going to walk us through a problem, student work, and how it could be graded. Now, this is an actual problem from the 2015 7th grade state test. And this is actual student work. So let's look at it. The problem reads, last week, Rachel power walked 2 3/5 miles per day on each of the 7 days. During the same week, she also jogged 5 3/4 miles per day on 4 days. What was the total number of miles Rachel power walked and jogged last week? So this is a student's work. I'm going to jump down to my rubric. The first thing I'm looking for is if the student identified the correct concept. So if I'm looking at the student's work, I don't see many labels, but I am seeing the miles that Rachel walked here and the miles she jogged here. And I'm seeing that she's multiplying that by 7 and by 4, which was the days that she did those certain things. So I'm actually seeing that they're doing the correct thing and they're applying the correct strategy. So I'm going to say 1 point for strategy for sure. If I'm looking at their calculations, I see that they've taken 2 3/5 and they made that an improper fraction here, 13/5. Same thing here. They took 5 3/4 and they made it 23/4. So those calculations are correct. They multiplied these two improper fractions by the number of days and they got 91/5, which they then simplified or converted to 18 1/5. For their second fraction, they got 23/1, which is equivalent to 23. And then I'm noticing with both of these, they took the miles for walking and jogging and combined them here to get their final answer. So their calculations are correct. 1 point for that. They are answering the question because they're finding the total number of miles traveled. The unit is there for them Their answer is in the correct place. So I would actually say that based on the 5 criteria pieces, they've earned all points for that. They've used the appropriate concept, which is their work with their numbers here, and they would earn all 6 points. And this would be a perfect response to a free response question in which you would earn the maximum amount of points.